floor with my ghouls. They look so dumb, they're so uncool. I'm just kidding, they're pretty sweet. My skeleton crew, they're so elite. My ghouls are the best, they're kinda nice. If you met them, you'd say, what a surprise. They're just misunderstood. I say misunderstood, yeah, in every way. Now everybody dance. The skeleton dance. The Reaper King dance. Now everybody dance. Crew, they're so elite. My ghouls are the best, they're kinda nice. If you met them, you'd say, what a surprise. They're just misunderstood. I say misunderstood, yeah, in every way, yeah. Now everybody dance. The skeleton dance. The Reaper King dance. Now everybody dance.
Sorry. Oh, sorry. I had to go brush my teeth before I forgot. Oh, keep. Oh, the take off. Is that still a bits thing? Oh, the bits. I forgot about the bits thing. I used to have I used to have a VTuber model that had my that did my that had my mask. Like that like the my mask symbol. That was actually like a physical mask. That like it was like a more humanoid model. Like it was really like humanoid like thing. So taking off the mask was like I would switch models into being my skeletal form. How are you doing today, Keep?
Awaiting further instructions.
Did you sleep well?
Need something? Go ask my colleagues.
I need lightning and money.
Is it time to clock out?
I'm good. Work was a bit rough. It's about the weekend, so I'm happy for that. Once I get to relax, and I think next week I'll be going back to my my old schedule, so I won't have to do as much as I've been doing. To be honest, bad. Oh, what happened? Did you have nightmares? Did you have a nightmare? No, no nightmares. Then why was it bad? I stayed up until 4 a.m. Why did you stay up so late? I mean, you didn't look like you were. You did message me like later, but it was just that this is the thanks. I thought you went to bed after that. Crying? Oh, what happened? You were pretty happy with like, in your last message. At the most abysmal headache ever. Oh, that sounds terrible. Like a migraine, like the front of the head, or like the back of the head, like type of like headache. Did something happen? Oh. Like, did you get a headache from something, or did you like?
Steel Tusk is waiting for you.
My eyes, forehead, everything. Oh, that's crying. Oh, that's sad. I'm sorry. That's why you had to go through that, Keith.
Take them all.
Are you feeling a little bit better? Though?
Home is where the
I hope so. I hope so, at least. I'm just tired of getting hurt again and again. Why? What happened this time? Hey, something happened? If you don't feel comfortable telling me, that's also fine. I'm just asking because I do care. I'm a very charismatic person. It's someone I know? Oh.
Not even close.
That's sad. I'm sorry you have to go through that. Being hurt is never like an easy thing. Like, have it done to you or not. Like, maybe I'm a special case in the way of I've been hurt by so many people. I've semi grown numb to it, but I don't know. I still have my feelings of wanting it to change. Caring for people, making sure they stay healthy, listen to their problems, help them with their problem, but I always end up hurting myself. Yeah, I feel that. That's what I felt like for most of my life. Why in what way? Like their feelings, that like your, because my issue was like I never felt like the feelings were brought back to me. That was my big issue with like stuff like that, is that I felt I gave a lot of myself to others and others weren't willing to give back onto me.
How can I help? Time for some hard labor?
Yeah. Or claws. Also, I hope you don't mean like act like. I hope you do mean emotionally, and not actually physically hurting yourself. Because I don't. I wouldn't want you to be like that, and you really shouldn't. Because you shouldn't ever let anybody get you so worked up that you're willing to like hurt yourself for another.
Just one strike. Counter. Scorch 'em. Come on, try harder. Easy peasy. Hey, you don't have a permit.
It just hurts. I mean that's a pain that never really goes away.
Two birds.
At least someone that's like 10 years older than you, it is something that you wish would go away, but it never really does. All you can do is look for those that will like make you feel better from that.
Don't get in my way! Just one strike.
I had a terrible childhood. I've been bad. Trust issues. just shatter your trust. Yeah. Maybe I'm weird in that way. Is that I mean,
Sitting as ordered.
I never really had a bad childhood. My childhood's very average.
Underestimate filter.
I mean, not the way of my family, but like friends in school. Yeah, I had a terrible childhood with everything. But like, I don't know. I've always semi looked at it in the way of I would never want to be that person to like close off myself to another. I never felt it was really helpful.
Open fire.
Happened to me when I was a kid. Here, think you can imagine. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah, that would fuck you up. I can read that context clue. Like I say, that's never happened to me. 'Cause one, I mean, that's kind of a thing that is more likely to happen to you as a woman and everything. Yeah, I guess that would strain your trust issues a lot more. I mean, I do have trust issues. I still have trust issues, but I'm also a person that even with my doubts and my worries and everything, I still try my hardest to believe in people and believe in what they tell me, even if they hurt me in the long run, because I feel that to me that gives a more genuine and more likely chance that the others will return that care, because they see your trust as genuine. At least in my way, I'm a person. I'm a very trusting person, to my own detriment. To a lot of people, like I am a very caring person. That like, again, like I just met you, Keith, but like, I don't look at you as like a stranger or like as anything. I would treat you as a friend, because that's what I feel like. Even if like you were just a viewer in that way. I mean, that's not professional or whatever, but that's the way I've lived my life, is that I feel no qualms about
Just one strike.
treating a stranger I just met like they're my friend, because I feel like that just shows like sincerity of like my feelings and everything toward another. Because I know for a lot of people,
Safety
they,
mandatory.
they have those issues and trust and everything.
Open fire.
And usually it doesn't take a lot for people to open up to you. Same goes for me. Yeah.
Ready. Don't get in my way. Crush
I mean, I'll at least tell you this, Keith. Like, I have never been a person to turn my back on a friend. I may get forgotten about and abandoned, but I have never abandoned like any of my friends that I've made.
Solid hit. Time for a hammering.
If I had faith, because having someone who cares for you is amazing. It is. It's what I still hope and try to strive for in my own way.
Two birds.
It is hard to find.
Ignite.
Because a lot of people are self-serving in their own way, and like, not to say like I'm not. Like, I am self-serving. I still will look out for myself, but I am always more willing to like help those who are, I feel I can. I trusted them deeply. Now everything is gone. I trusted in doing. And, that's not the first time that's gonna happen to you, though. I mean, you probably have already had it happen multiple times. I can tell you this: I've had it happen multiple times to me, because that's the type of people we are. We are that type of person. It does suck, and it will never not suck. It will never not hurt. But you can't. I've learned through my time, you can't let that fear, that pain, like, define you. You can only ever pick yourself up and try again, because if you dismay, if you give up, you let those feelings win. You let what those people lost to win. And I never wanted to let other people win in that way. Like, I wanted to win at the end, and that's what I've done my, like, whole life, is that I've struggled and I fought in the, oh god, deadly assault. Oh no. I wish it would be the same. It's not meant for me. That's not true, and you know that. Keep, you're only 19 years old. I know, especially when I was 19, I kind of felt like that. Technically, us as people, we don't fully develop until we're 25. We don't. Our minds, our feelings, what we want, everything doesn't accumulate until we're technically in our 25s. You can always act and think older than you are, but, like, how you feel, everything that you can and can't do. Especially, like, at your age of 19, you can't say that, because once you get into your 20s and mids, like, you're gonna hit your prime. You're gonna look the best you ever had. Like, there's never not to say. And also, if you're dating people your age, I'm gonna tell you this: people don't know what they want. People don't understand what love is. Like, when I was 19, sure, saying love is very easy. The word is very easy, but feeling it in your heart is not. Well, for certain people, I shouldn't say everybody, but it's very rare you'll find someone that can genuinely love when they're that young. Because it is such a vague concept and a vague feeling. That only when you get older and, like, you want to settle down, you want to have a family, and, like, you want a partner with that, is that when those two mindsets intertwine, do you actually get something like that? It just, like, I'll say, like, there's, sure, you can like sign off of it for a few years if you so wish. Like, you're only 19 years old. You can sign off for as long. You can take your time, build yourself up, your own confidence, your own self-image, build up your body, your looks, your smarts, anything you so desire. But at the end of the day, you should really never ever give up on the idea of being loved or loving somebody. And even if you try, you never will, because that's just how humans are. You will want to love and you will want to be loved. Like, I've said what you said when I was that age. I've had terrible experiences. I've had very terrible experience. Not to your extent as in your childhood, but, like, in my case, when I was in college, due to my immature nature and wanting a love and, like, being immature, like, I almost had my life turned upside down because I was accused of assault by a girl that was older than me. And it almost ruined my entire... It did kind of ruin my entire college experience. I never had a genuine college experience. Because of all that. And it was only after that and going all through college and, like, it was just after college I finally like came to realization of myself. No, it's in the past. I've moved past it. It never went anywhere. I was exonerated in every single way, no matter what they tried to push or in the court system of anything. Like, that's all in the past for me. I've moved on from it. And that's a lot of the things you got. Things will happen to you. Bad things will happen to you in your life. But I've just come to realize you can't let those things define you. You can only look forward. Look at what you want and work toward it. Try to build a way for yourself. That's all I can ever. That's all you can ever ask of yourself, and what others can ask of you is to trust yourself. Hello, light. You've been playing a new MMO. What MMO have you been playing? Light. It's really hard though. It is. I will never say it's easy. I'm not saying it's easy. Keep. Nothing in life is easy, especially when it comes to emotions. Your emotions are wild. They're unpredictable, especially for a woman. Since you have a time of the month that will wildly make your mood swing wildly. But like you should always hold in your heart, never giving up. Never letting yourself be defeated. Always treat any harsh reality, anything as a learning experience. Learn what happened, what you may have done wrong, what they did wrong, and then try to figure a way forward for yourself of not letting such things happen or finding a person that matches what you really want. And too, but if something is good, why making it better scares people? Because it does. Change scares people. And also, it really depends on when you do it. That's something I will never understand. Well, that's human nature. And even if you think it is, and I get that, is that I've seen that personally, is the fear. And that's just time. It's called Crystal of Atlatan. That's interesting. It's like I'll tell you, like my girl right now, like she wasn't what she is now. She didn't want a family. She didn't want a future. When we dated, and even in the middle of us dating, were all our problems and all this other stuff with us, that wasn't in the cards for her. But it took her getting older, life hitting them, and then it changed. Time changes people. People grow up. And a lot of times when you're 19, 20, into your mid 20s, like I said, people don't really grow up until they're 25. That's when their brain is fully developed. That's when they can have a good grasp on their life. Gambling every time you do something, but you will never know it's gonna be good or bad. Yeah, life is a gambling game. It's there's the thing. You can like every time you wake up, you gamble if you wake up the next day. Like everything in life is a gamble. Something could happen to you. You could get a car crash. You could die randomly. You could random disease. Same thing with a love. You could run into your love of your life now or in the future or anything. It has summoning, which is for pets and outfits. I wouldn't call it a gacha. It's just a girl with a scythe. Someone think so much about the future. The president is here, like you're living it. I am the Green Reaper, motherfucker. That's funny. we're gonna die or whatever. That's hope. That's more so hope than that. Like I am a future idealist. I do not live in the moment. I live for the future. Because the now sucks. The now is hard. Living in the moment, living in the now is very difficult. And that's kind of a also age thing. When you're younger, you live in the now. Everything is the now. It's so cool. Everything changes. As you get older, you more so look to the future. I mean, it really depends. I did look to the future even when I was younger. I always looked toward wanting a family, wanting a future, having a job, and a house, and a kids, and a dog. I got... Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm gonna go play Soul Hounds. Wait. No, that's fine. I forgot. Wasn't looking at the ad thing. Should play it. I don't know, man. I got MMO. Like I got MMO'd out after playing Guild Wars. I played Guild Wars for a good while. I'm not up to playing another like MMO for a while. It's just it's not with like my friends. They made the MMO experience fun for me. Oh yeah, where did I cut out for you, Keep? I don't know. Like, let me just start with you were saying. You're living it. I know you're gonna die or whatever. Oh yeah, it was talking about the I just can't understand this kind of mentality people have. I mean, that's people. I have struggled with that for so long because for what it's worth, I can't understand people that live in the now. It came out yesterday. Wow. Like I'm a person that I don't understand the now, because I look toward the future. I look toward what can your future become. Like in like 8 to 10 years. Well, I mean, it was like 2 years ago I played an MMO. Like, 'cause I think it was like semi high school and even to college. I already had that mindset of I wanted to build something for the future. I mean, did I really? Not really. I still lived in the moment. I still took day by day, but I still had the aspirations and the hope of that my life will change. Future is important, but if you can't build the present, how are you gonna build the future? Well, that's where I am currently. that's the impromptu of how I am right now. Is that I am currently living the day by day and hoping that something in my life will change and the future will come. I do everything solo. That's not really an MMO then if you're playing MMO solo. I mean, it's good to have aspirations, but yeah, taking it day by day is also important. Living your life and making sure that you're happy. That's as most of whatever you can. Making sure that you're happy each day. You're gonna die one day. Nothing will matter. True. When you're dead, you're dead. But that really just means that you should be happy with the experiences you have. And make sure that you're being happy. Like doing my work, coming onto the stream and talking. Like I don't look at these as bad experiences. I look at these as interesting things each day that make my life meaningful. There's no word for them. Yes, there isn't. There's not. There's a lot of things I regret. I refuse to play with parties that aren't my friends. I like playing with randos. Randos are not that like. I like playing with randos. I mean, there's a lot of things I regret. Like the college thing I talked about, I regret that. I mean, if there's a lot of things that are outside of your control too. That you can regret the outcome of things, but in those moments, if you look back, there's really nothing you really could have done because of your mindset and the way you were, what your choices you made. Like I like there's a lot of things I can't go back and fix them. I can just grow up. Yes, and that's the best mindset to have. That is the best mindset, is to learn from mistakes and learn from pain. Because there a lot of the times the only time you really grow is from pain. That's the most life lessons things you ever learn. Is even though those things are painful in the moment, they teach valuable lessons. And especially if you don't let it consume you. Regret will still come back. But yes, it will. Something will remind you of it. What if I did different that day? Yeah, there's always that thought. But I don't know. I'm a person. I don't like to think. I can think about it, but I know there is no real way I would have known or been able to change that. Because you made that decision then, and there's no real like. I mean, I kind of look at it as like, you made that decision that day, so a lot of that time, you weren't going to make a different decision, because in that moment you made the best decision you could due to whatever circumstances you had. And whatever your thought process was. So a lot of times when people are like, I wish I thought differently, I wish I did this differently, but it's like, you really wouldn't have, because whatever decision you made in that moment, you thought was the best decision, and like, you can't really, oh fuck. People can't just enjoy nice things, shaking my head. True, and I guess that depends on the person. Like I enjoy your company. That's like, you gotta look at the things you have, and it is. Sometimes you're not gonna be happy with certain things. You're gonna wish things are gonna be different. And you can change those things to the thing you want to be happy, or you let the things you are happy with be. Or you find something that will make you happy. Also, it really depends on the person too. At least in my case, like, I will expect different things out of different people, because like, I mean, that's just how life is. Because you'll have different like feelings. Like I won't expect the same thing out of my friends than out of a partner that I'm trying to spend my life with. People are just pissing me off lately. That's if you let them. A lot of times, if you let people get to you. You can only control so much that's within your grasp. If you... And it's also if you dwell on it. If you're willing to dwell on those things. I'm a person, yes, I'll be angry, but by the next day I'll be like, okay, I'm already over it, because what is the point of holding on to that? Nothing good will come out of me holding on to. All it does is allow whatever I was angry at to win at that point. That's why I want to stop. And that's your choice. If you wish, but that feeling's never going to go away. It's like even if no matter how much you would want to be like, you want to never like want to love again. That's not how humans are. Humans need affection. People we need like camaraderie. God damn it. Fuck. When pain changes people? Yeah. I mean, anything will change somebody. If I have no desire for it anymore, why even try? Because you will still want, even if you say you have no desire, that's not how that works. Like, it's just not like, I don't know. I feel like I'm being like hypocritical, telling you how you feel or how you should like, but like, I'm just someone that has tried that, and like, I've never not. No matter how much of that, there's gonna be some moment that you're going to want to do it because you want to feel it. You want to feel it again. You're gonna want to feel that happiness because you know how good that feeling is. And those are the moments like I look for, like that make me the happiest. Is those moments that I look to be happy. 'Cause yeah, feel it again just to end up in the same place, and that's a vicious cycle. That is the vicious cycle, and it's something you have to either find the solution or break that cycle. It's about finding the right person or making the situation in your favor. That's what I've been doing with my girl for the longest time, is trying to build it in my favor. Have the things that will make me happy. Because again, I was telling you and Dirk, like I have a certain way of loving, and that's not everyone's cup of tea. It's not even my girl's cup of tea. But it's about building that structure that she wants to see you happy. It's about finding a person that wants to see you happy and is willing to give you it. And that's what I search for, and like I try to be happy with. Fuck. Damn it. I don't really know anymore, and you won't. It's just if it's like so soon after a heartache or whatever, you'll not know. You'll want to deny it. You'll want to end everything, but that's about giving yourself time, the time and the time and the feeling behind it. I should just stop caring for people. I don't. That's never a good thing. You're never gonna like. I don't know. I can't tell you not to do that. But if you are similar to me, you can't get rid of that feeling. Like someone like me, I don't think I could ever not care about people, because that's just in my nature. What I like, like even if it brings me harm and leads me down like and to be hurt again, I will never not want to be helpful to another. Because if I always feel if it's in my need to be able to help somebody, I don't want. Because I think it's a primal thing of not wanting others to feel the same pain as I do, and giving someone the happiness that I want, and hoping that they will then return it in kind. Though I am too, but I can't anymore. And that's in your prerogative if you so wish to. I'm not a person. I can't tell you how to be or how to act. That's up to you to decide. That's each individual person's will in this world. Everyone chooses how they wish to be. And no one can ever tell you that otherwise. It's up to you to decide what type of person you are now and in the future. Because again, like I said before, everybody can and has the ability to change. Yeah, and like I said, you're only 19 years old. You have lots of time in your life to like figure out yourself, your life, what your feelings toward everything. There's no rush. Yeah, there's everything. Time will keep going, and you have to live with as time goes on. Ah, fuck! God damn it! I don't know. Just of everything, the only thing I can really tell you as in your mental state right now, like keep is just take the time and I don't know, just let yourself have the time to like be able to think and work things out in your own mind. Because then you when you're upset, you'll never make the best decisions in your life. Alright. Why can't we just make things the way they are supposed to be? We got a job that pays you so much more. You could run to it if it works good. I can't. Alright, but you're right. That's what I thought too. Why can't we just take the things the way they are supposed to be? Like you got a job that pays you so much more, you would run to it. If it works, good. If it doesn't, well, you try at least. You won't regret not getting the job. But of course, a line. If I woke up saying, "I want to kiss 100 men today," just because this mentality doesn't mean it's right. Because I live day by day doesn't mean I will do it. I mean, there's certain things that are fundamental. Like, yes, an overarching thing of like I'm gonna kiss 100 men today. You could like that's crazy. It's a crazy aspect. But yeah, life is taken in a way of many tasks. But like living is something that's very fundamental to anybody. Like no matter people want to live. At least in my case, I've been very hurt. I've been really like down on myself, but I've never ever thought about hurting myself or not wanting to keep living because I keep wanting to strive for that happiness that I want. Also, a lot of time, like again, oh god damn it, that was a good. Fuck. I don't know. And it's also. We're gonna switch over anyway. So like
Leaving already? Wish
I'm trying to put my thoughts together on this. It's in the way of a job, there's a certain limit to that. Even if you're making good money, if you don't have fulfillment, like you could have a high paying job, but if you're not happy, what is that job worth to you then? You're then trading your happiness for money, which a lot of people do, but it's like, even in my case, like even attempting something, like the failure of it can be very detrimental. Something you ever dreamed of it to be true, why not take it? Know myself pretty well. Even if you dreamed of it. Because sometimes failure is such a debilitating like thing. If you failed enough, it's really hard to do it, but you'll still want to do it. It's just if the thing arises, like in the way of like my degree or like using my degree in some meaningful way or like and that wanting me to help people inside of what it is like out of college I was so hopeful and I was so thing of like sending out all letters and emails and everything, but after a full year of being shut down and that's made me from ever wanting to try again. But like if the situation arises, if someone brings me the opportunity, I will not. I'll be worried about failing, but I will still take the opportunity. Like my family brought up like the police exam or like the forest ranger stuff I just took but failed. Like, did I go seeking it out? But when it came to my doorstep, did I shy away from it? No, I gave it a shot because I didn't see a way not to. This is what I think. If it makes you happy, people are scared to try. Just let go chances of a possible good outcome or bad, of course. Life is brutal, but damn, thinking about the future where you don't even know what's going to happen tomorrow. Well, yeah. But that's just living. People have the will to live. Like how right now I'm working. I work in a UPS factory. And some of the guys there live paycheck to paycheck. Is that a fulfilling life? But no, it's the life that they have. And the way you're saying, like, why people if they could have like a change in their life, why do they stay at that job? Why do they keep living paycheck to paycheck? Because sometimes their circumstances don't allow them to. Sometimes people get comfortable in what they have and what they know and what they can understand. Like if you've been doing something and it's been working for you, people don't want to change. People don't want to change it because they're afraid that if they change, they won't be able to go back. They won't be able to have the same mindset or feelings that they once had. And that just really comes down to like everyone's fear of change. Everybody fears change. Like, even I do. Like, and I know this and I expect it to myself, but can I get out of it? No. Is that I know even in my life right now, I am too comfortable. I am too comfortable with my mediocre life that like I could be doing so much better. I could be doing many other things to be improving my life, but I've grown comfortable in the life I've had, and I make excuses for it of why I stay the way I do and like why I don't do, and then I distract myself. And then I end up in the cycle again. And then a lot of times you get into a cycle and you just forget. You get into the system. You get into that cycle and you let your life keep rolling on as like a tire. I just hate having to find out things when it's already too late. Of course, everyone is different. I hate having to find out things when it's already too late. Yeah. But your stuff with the in a relationship, that's how it is. If there's no real flags or whatever in the beginning, that's hard to tell. You'll only ever know when it's too late, when things have gotten to a point that are irreversible. Because that's a lot of times when relationships end, when people grow apart, when you don't like, is when things have gotten to a point that become irreversible, and like. There, nothing you say or do at that point will fix it. But that's why a lot of times it's up to being able to understand that and fix it yourself, or being able to express it to the other person, and if they are willing to fix that themselves. If people are more mature, they would set boundaries. But people aren't mature. People are not. People can act as mature as they want, but a lot of times they are not. People have shortcomings, and any person will have their quirks, their non-understandings. You know, a lot of times at your age, like Keep at 19, no one, not really. A lot of people are mature at that age. That is not a thing. That is not really usually a thing, because a lot of people are looking at life as just a big party, as they're untouchable, that life is meant for them. They don't see themselves in the world as they are, or what they can build to. And like that, a lot of that stuff is when you become an adult, when you've gone through hardship and you've learned that you need to set boundaries. That's again a lot of times like people need to go through those pains to understand that they need to set boundaries. They need to set their people's expectations. Because people my age are stupid. No, I'm not. No one will ever tell you that you need to be hurt. No one deserves to be hurt. But it's just it is a fact of life. It's like a lot of people won't ever happen. And you know what happens to those people? Those people never grow up. A lot of times, people that have never been hurt in their life, they grow up to be child adults that don't know any better. They'll make mistakes in their future that are way worse than they could have been when they were a kid. That will then have a lot of times more impact on others around them. And a lot of times you can only take upon yourself in deciding what you wish to do, and who you give your trust and your love and your things to. And like in setting yourself up of who you want to like give that fully, and like if you can understand like the dynamic between you and that other person, and like how much you should get. Like I will never say there's nothing never wrong with giving to other people, but it's how much you give and how much you want to let yourself care about if that how that person feels. Like if like looking back, like nowadays I treat friendships and everything way more important than I did in high school. If I look back, I was the same person I am now. Well, not really. I was really more immature, but I was still this very caring, outgoing person back in high school. But no one cared about me in high school. Even no matter how much I gave out to people, how many girls I would tell are pretty or beautiful or anything, like, did anyone care for me? No, and that did hurt. But it's about growing to understand that, and understanding who you give that to and what they are giving back to you, and understanding even if you give that to them, like some people are just not going to give it back. They're not going to care because a lot of times they care only for themselves. Okay, it's been the hour. Let me switch to the main account. Alright. It hurts. I hate feeling this way. Yeah. I hate feeling that way. But a lot of times I've just have come to accept that's a lot of times how life is, and like I've it's not the best thing, but I've learned to live with the pain. And I shouldn't have to. And like but it's something I continue to work through. Even if I'm in pain, I still have the hope that I will change my how I feel. I'm a very emotional person. Things like this play a big part on my mental health, and now I'm back with no eating enough or shit, like, because when I'm stressed I just don't care about this stuff. I know it's wrong. I just can't change it. I think a lot of that time it comes down to you are very emotional, and like that's, but you should always still care for yourself. If anything, even if people hurt you, even if life sucks, the most important thing you ever do is really care about yourself and your own well-being. Because like, for what it is, you can't make decisions for other people. You can't make people love you. You can't make people be your friends. All you can ever do is make decisions for yourself and who you are and what you choose to give, to be, how to think, how to feel. And those are your choices. No one can ever take those choices away from you. And if I've done is that even if no one cares, I'll still care about my, like, let me, for what it's worth, a lot of times I've run into that mental state of I forget to care about myself, and I've relied too much on other people to give me that gratification. And that's what led me down to a very like dark place. Is relying too much on the goodwill of others. Because a lot of times there is no goodwill of others. It's hard to find those people that are willing to give that. And what it's worth, like I've barely found any. Like what I can say, I have what is it? Like Moggs, Mike, Doffy, and Mop are like my closest friends. And what I didn't meet them until I was like 23 or 25 over the internet. I didn't have college. I had friends in quotations in high school and college when I was a kid in my neighborhood. Did those ever last? No. But for its worth, like people I could genuinely tell me will have my back, will actually care about me personally, and for equal, well, I will personally always care about them. Are those four? And like some people look at, oh, that's sad. Why you only have four? Like, but it's a lot of times you'll meet people that are disingenuous, that will take advantage of your kindness and not care as much as you will for them. And that's just about. It's like what's a good analogy? Like sifting the river for a golden nugget. You'll get lots of sand that'll go through your filter, but every once in a while you'll find that golden nugget. It's rare to find, and a lot of those times it's just holding on to those golden nuggets that you find. And sometimes it'll take you a long time to do. Like I said, it took me until I was 25 to really, to have these friends that I have now. But I still spent those 25 years trying, being hurt, going through terrible things in my life. But I still held on to my hope and my idealism of keeping myself alive, furthering my path that I know as long as I keep walking, I will reach my destination. Some way, somehow, as long as I'm willing to walk, that I have hope in the future. Because the minute you give up, the minute you think there's an end to the road, is when you let yourself down. That's the way I've always looked at it. Is I never want to see the end of the road. I always want to see an endless expanse. Like what's it like a city on the edge of my vision that I want to get to, and I may run into bandits. I may run into a pit, but I'll fight those bandits. I'll build a bridge over that pit. I'll keep walking because all those experiences. All they do is mold me as a person. And then you don't know. Along the way, you'll meet a random passerby that is also walking the same road that will then decide to join you on your journey. And that's literally the way life is. The only thing you can ever do is keep walking, and being able to hope, even when the things feel the worst. It's like you gotta have trust in yourself, that you will keep walking and you'll believe in yourself, because that's the only person you can ever really believe in is in yourself and your own abilities and your own feelings. Because if you feel deeply enough about something, that's who you are. And again, feelings can change, your hopes can change. You can turn in different directions if so you wish. But you're still you. You're still living. You still have your own life, and that's just where you'll be. I don't know how this whole stream has turned into me giving therapy and TED talk, which I don't mind. I don't mind these topics. These are topics I actually fundamentally don't mind. They're very fulfilling to me. And you know what's a lot. You know what this reminds me a lot? These are talks I gave to people in high school. Thanks for their free therapy. No problem. I am always welcome. I may not be the best or reliable person, but I will never shy away from trying to help somebody. With my limited knowledge or my limited understanding, all I can do is give you my interpretation and let you do it. I used to always say, I can only give you advice. It's up to you to take it. That's the way the world is. No one can make you do anything. They can only give you suggestions, advice, and it's up to you to think if they are right. You take it and you move your life through it, or you don't, and you make your own decision. It's in a different direction, or maybe you take pieces of what I said and make it your own. But I'll never shy away from helping somebody, because that's just who I am. It's just when someone's in a dark place, I'll.
Have a cup of coffee to jumpstart your day.
At least for anything, I'll always be here until I die. I don't know. I'll always be someone people can rely on. Especially for those I've given my trust to. If it's in my power, I will always be there for people. I don't think that. You know what? That's easy to say keep, but it's not very real because it is very hard. I've spent all my life thinking, oh, that's such a simple idealism. Finding someone who loves me the same way I love them. But through countless relationships, nope, not that easy apparently. It's just the. And just, a lot of times, just finding a right person. And sometimes it's making compromises in your life. Making changes. If you really care about somebody. And vice versa. Is if that person really cares about you, they may not start off as what you would expect of them, but that can easily grow in time if work is put into it. If both of you are willing to work into it. That's where me and my girl are currently at. We fight constantly. We have different views. We have different wants. But like a lot of times it's about coming to an understanding and a compromise. And wanting to make the other person happy. But I'll tell you, I'm not gonna say like, oh yeah, like it's such a simple concept, but it's one that's more complicated. I thought I find a good person because being the right person will only be shown after time. But like, oh well, guess not. And yeah, that's a lot of time. I've felt that also. And I've beaten myself up over that. Is that I've always felt if I was a good person, if I made myself the best person, certainly this other person will treat me right, especially if I give them what they want. And a lot of times people take and they don't give back, because a lot of times people don't have a giving nature. They don't have a willingness to give up to. That's like, what's the religious pop? Give up unto others over yourself. And especially in this day and age, a lot of people will never want to give or sacrifice things of themselves for another. It takes a special type of person to be able to do that. That's why I'm trying to remember my Bible study classes from way back in the day. I think it was like one of Jesus's very big virtues was that how selfless he was to be able to give unto others. And a lot of times people would look at that like, well, I can't be Jesus. I don't know. It just takes a special type of person. A lot of times it's finding things that you're just happy about with others, and like it's over to change anything. Yeah, that's just another hole on your path. Keep again, and if you've overcome it, if you've already fallen into the pit, all you can do is climb your way out and keep walking. Like how I said, if it's over, it's over. But I'm like, I'll tell you, like, I mean, I've had lots of situations where I felt it was over, and somehow things came back. But again, like it's hard to say when again you're only 19. Like you'll probably you'll have this and probably many more before things ever become like really stable. I just don't know what to do. A lot of the time, it's just taking the time to breathe, grieve, and then picking yourself up. Letting your emotions ride. Doing this, talking to someone you that can understand you or care, and letting all your emotions out. That is the most a lot of times therapeutic thing you can ever do to anything. Is letting all those emotions out instead of bottling them up or like not or like holding it in or in like being uncertain. I say I don't care. My heart aches. That's something that will fade with time. It may always ache. There will always be a little ache in your heart, but like certainly you'll just see this as a memory as time goes on. Will just hurt me. Maybe being close to them will just hurt me. I don't know what to do. That's why. Yeah, but if you're willing to date somebody, usually you are close to them, and that's why that hurts the most. Like if you're willing to date somebody, you've had very deep feelings about them. And if you've gotten like really close, and those are like the statistics of like you'll see people married for many years that will get a divorce later on in life, and like a lot of people will ask why. Like why you cared so much to get married? What happened? And a lot of times, stuff will just happen. Love will fall. Something will happen. Things will change. And that's all about making corrections and feelings moving forward. Everything at this point it just hurts. And since you say it just happened to you like yesterday, it's going to hurt. The day after any heartache will be the hardest. A lot of times, you can only let yourself grieve. Let the pain go to you. Scream, cry, curse out the world. A lot of times, once you get all those emotions out, a lot of times people realize it's now up to me to keep walking. That's the way every shitty situation I've ever been. I've done it. I've been hurt. I get upset. I spend the day being upset, angry, or I try to find something to distract myself to get over that feeling, and by the next day, it's washed over me. Well, sometimes it takes a day or two or something, but usually at the time as each day passes, I felt that pain slide away because a lot of times I gotta keep walking. Next day comes. Next day of work. Next day of doing something. Next day of talking to somebody. Having another interaction. Have another like little moment that will bring me happiness. And those little moments will propel you forward. For what it is, like this stream, you talking to me is a step that's going to help ease your heart. Ease everything within you. I think I need money. Money. I do not hate them, but staying by their side will only hurt. Yes. I know people have this idealism of, oh, we broke up, but we could still be friends. And that could be true. And that's a lot of work. To me, any girl I dated, I never had contact with them again. Because especially a lot of times, they broke up with me. They broke up with me, so apparently they had enough that they didn't want any of me, so I didn't want any of them again. And I feel if I kept in contact with them, I would always have those feelings because I didn't break it off. So I would still have those feelings of love. That's the feelings of wanting their attention, them to still treat me like a partner and like all that. Even if we broke up, are now quote unquote friends. So like a lot of times, I just cut off communication. I moved on from that person because once that relationship ended, that person ended for me. Because keeping them around only hurt me in the long run. As I was saying, you don't have to hate somebody to move on from somebody. Like, you can still care for that person, but you don't have to actively try in that way. Like you don't have to stay by their side, but you don't have to like every day contact them or like try yeah, maybe like once in a while like hey, or like are you okay, if you still care. I think a lot of times again like I cut off because I knew that understanding of my emotions would not work well with that. And you know what that took? That took me trying that and being hurt by it. I tried to be their friend, and all it did was cause me emotional pain. Afterward, until they broke off communication because they got a partner or something, they moved on and got a new partner, and they had to cut off communication with me. Because you know what it is? Once they get a new partner, a lot of times they'll cut off communication with you. Because I'll tell you this, this is a normal understanding. If your partner is still in contact with one of their exes, a lot of people are not okay with that. So it's either having it now or waiting to a future where they have to come. And then I don't know. It's again, that's your decision. I can only tell you my experiences, what I've gone through, what I did. And you can either take what I've said or you think, oh, you're full of shit, and I feel like I still can talk to him and be fine. That's up to your own discretion. It's your own decision. But like in any decision, you live with the consequences of good or bad. Ow. Yeah. I kind of thought even you talking but I see that Derp's here, Mike is here. Everyone's been silent. Which I guess is a kind of good things that people can understand the context in that way. But I don't feel there's a lot more. Everyone is having a blast hearing my problems. I don't know if that's having a blast, but it's more being understanding and caring enough not to interrupt. I don't think anyone will ever find enjoyment out of someone's pain. Like, well, people do. There's people that find enjoyment out of people's pain, but a lot of people can be understanding, especially since a lot of people have gone through. Interrupt? Yeah. What? What's that mean? What do you mean by that? Yeah, was I? Do I still need to do extra hunts? Did I finish extra hunts?
Research subject.
She's good. She's good. He's good. He's good. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm done with extra hunts now, I think. I think I got all the characters to where they should be.
My loyalty
Yeah.
lies with the winner.
Thanks for this. No problem. I am, like I said, I'm always here for anybody. I'll never tell nobody, like, they can't, like, open up if they so wish. And like I said, this is probably the most therapeutic thing for you in this moment of being the way you are, how you feel. It's for what's right. It's probably you probably already feel a little. Your heart's a little bit lighter from it. It's from letting it all out and knowing that someone can like understand it and sympathize. That goes a long way for a lot of people. I'll give you 5 stars. Oh yeah, give me that Yelp review.
A deep cleaning. I'll take you.
It's over.
Move it.
There we go. Oh, I should have spent that on upgrading Yangi. Fuck. Check out the thing. I guess things are just the way they are. A lot of times they are. Oh shit, I forgot there was Deadly Assault on the thing. And are you built the house, by the way? Oh, that's good. I can't wait to see it's my is my $5,000 apartment still there? Oh wait, the ads are about to start. Ad break. Do 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 do.
I'll help you win. The lunch is on you.
Sukashiro Yanagi, awaiting orders.
I don't have no money anyway.
You
I would have to
the
remember
complete
that
report.
remember to do that tomorrow.
Did you call me? Meow.
Where's
I
Billy?
have 2 guns, so
Right.
double the accuracy.
All that. That. I destroyed the old one? Oh. That's what 3 hours of sleep and the night crying does to somebody. I'm going to rebuild my Minecraft house. That'll make me feel better. Which is technically is a thing. It will make you feel better. It was a pretty house though. I had a great idea. I'll have to see it. Is my $5,000 New York apartment still there?
Starlight, it's time to shine.
My little shack with holes and misplaced things. Hey, I didn't do deadly assault on the other character. This one. We can always do deadly assault on the secondary character tomorrow. Yes, it's always be there. Oh, guys, it's Marionette. Oh god, what? Marionette's Bringer and Pompeii. Aww. Aww. I'm just gonna buy Overwatch skins. You know what? I feel like nowadays saying I'm gonna buy was the Marvel Rival skins would be. I don't know. It would be better apt. That's for sure a long-term happiness. I'm not sure about that.
Did you call me? Meow.
You want to test my leader should be leading the way.
Let's fire it up. Did you call me?
I'll protect. Relax. You're in good hands. Asset confirmed. Preparing to move out.
Hey, don't look down on.
Ready and waiting. Awaiting further instruction.
You want to test my hammer?
Want a glass of nitro fuel?
Ready and waiting. Soldier 11, reporting.
I like how this team works, you know? What do you mean? I need my €29 skin. I need my skin, guys. I need it. It's my skin.
Come on, try harder. Crush him.
Fire's ready.
Have a taste.
Full lockdown complete. Your journey ends with me.
Quickly!
A weak spot. Prepare. To burn.
Yeah, better give a fuck about these things. Yeah. I mean, that's a good mindset to have.
Don't get in my way! Crush 'em! Beat down!
Don't cross the line.
Get out of my way.
Lee, be gone!
Counter.
Nothing reaches my defense.
Reporting fire.
Lee, be gone!
An opening. Open fire.
Got nothing. Slips through my defense.
I'm gonna eat. That's good. I'm glad. Go eat. Go get something to eat so you can feel better.
Stand still! Let me beat you into the foundation! Ah!
This feels right. Roger. Hey.
Eat hammer!
Initiating level 1 safety.
These flames never die.
Suppress the time.
Now move it! Give it more!
Your journey ends with me.
Popeye pisses me off sometimes. I mean, it's one of the easier things. I don't have a that fire. I don't know. The fire team is in the. I really need to like switch out. I still got 1 star. It's very simple. I think they switched him too, because like before it was like you had to do you had to dodge, you had a perfect dodge and then hit him to rank up his points. But now it's on the assist.
I hope you will. Valent-
I'm at your wish is my command.
Okay, here we go!
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Weakling. I swear on my blade.
Huh?
This power.
He does, but whatever.
Shadowless blade.
3, 2, 1, go!
Time to end it. That's all you got. Creator, you're blessing.
I can also become an Asura!
I'm unstoppable. It's over.
Mighty creator, please refine me.
The cold is silent.
Time to end it.
Purging slash.
Yeah. Weakling.
I'll bite your throat out. Creator, you're blessing.
Just don't blink!
It's over.
Watch over me.
Around and around and...
Time to clean this up.
No forgiveness.
My blade is already.
I got 2 stars. Ringer always Astra Miyabi Nicole. It's just perfect. I don't know. I feel like that team has always been good. Maybe if like I don't know. Just because like I want to get him into the stun state. I guess you don't really need to. Maybe he just went straight damage. If I like switched out like Han for like another damage dealer. If I had Asta still and like as a buffer to buff both. Because for what it's worth, Lycon doesn't come out as much in that fight. So maybe like having Asta instead with so like because Asta would boost both of them, and also she would also boost Miyabi even higher, so like, she would even do more damage. I bet it does, because I hate the marionette. I hate them with a passion.
Did you call me? Meow.
Is the concert start? Stage will be mine.
Just think about it. You're not gonna mess up my new clothes, are you?
Superhero Yannick, secure the perimeter. You have my complete support.
Let's hit the road. So sleepy.
Let's stir up some trouble. Wanna be my research subject?
Need something? Huh? You sure you want me to join? Is it time to clock out?
Only the brave. Victory will be ours. We fighting? Take me. You have my secure the perimeter.
Go ahead. How does it work? Let's see.
Superhero Yannick.
Need something? Go ask my colleagues.
Let's go with that. Why that Bang Boo? He's the highest damage one I have. He's the highest damage type I have right now, as the ones I have. Also, I think he can target the clones.
Target practice. Who's the pathetic one now?
Remember to
Alright, I can, yeah, if you want.
Full of opening. Break away in one hit. For real this time.
Let our souls resonate.
I won't miss.
I want a bonus for
Target practice. Find cover.
Just leave it to me.
Clear mind. Arrows fly through.
Right back at you. I'll eat everything.
Full of opening.
Fuck.
Don't worry, I'll lead the next another chance. Right back at ya. Gotcha. Tough luck. Another chance. Right back at ya. Tough luck. Get away from me! Right back at ya! Right back at ya!
That's a cool end pose. I always vibe to this song. So maybe I'll like what is that pose? I don't know. It's a pole dancer pose. Oh, that stuff refreshes tomorrow. That's really good. God, we're so close. Do we have to buy after like paying and stuff? I want it. Fucking Hugo. God damn it. We got 6 days. I might actually buy stuff if like we're gonna probably get at least another 10 pull before the time runs out. And if we don't get in that 10 pull, I might buy to like until buy it till he comes, and because we're gonna get like 30 pulls for 2.0 to start off with, because they're giving us 30 pulls right off 2.0's start. So like, if anything, because I really want to, I'm missing. Cause I need another ice team. Like especially with the stuff. Like I feel like my life would be so much easier with Hugo. Just because I missed Alan, so he's the only other ice person that we really have. It's a login thing. Still, it still works. It's still worth it. It's still 30 polls, because they're gonna probably run that beginning banner for like a good while. Have fun building him. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I'm not gonna get his W engine. Oh, so that's why he hits so fucking hard. I mean, that makes sense. So he's really like a crit. He's like a crit damage dealer. There's no fun. I mean, it's like 2 days technically, because it's still like a day, and this one also resets. So maybe it's 2 days. All right. Anyway, actually, like, let's go try one thing of Soul Hounds, because the ads start in like 5 minutes, which is gonna be like the 2-minute mark. So I'll probably let the ads go, and then we'll end stream. So I'll do a round of.
Morning. Want to start this beautiful day with a win?
Round of Soul Hounds on main. See if I can do it. God damn it. God, fuck. Yeah, I am not gonna get that though. I'm gonna have to. We'll have to get it when he comes back around. Damn it. That was stupid. That was stupid. Ah, no. Creeper. Man. I see your Captain Sparkles thing every time. Fuck. Ah. That was going so well. Damn it. Alright, one more try. And we'll end for today. That was close. Whew. I did it! I finally did it! Oh my god, I finally did that achievement. Fuck you, I don't care, I did it! I finally beat Soul Hounds. Oh, I'm so happy I did it. No, the only thing I left is Snake Duel. I've done everything else. I just have to do Snake Duel now.
Leaving already?
Oh, that made me very happy.
Wish I could get out of here early.
Alright. That was a good ending for today. Alright. But we'll be back tomorrow for more shenanigans and all the things. Pretty almost 4, yeah. Alright. I want that. That was just a hard one to get. Well, I'll see everyone back tomorrow. Alright, see everyone that watches the VODs and all those. I'll see you tomorrow.